So we'll go ahead and get started. So let's begin by settling the body, adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position, serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap right over left with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. We try to maintain an awareness of not slouching, not leaning, but we also let go of any unnecessary tension or rigidity in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position. Just allowing the body to fall into place. And begin to let go of attending to the environment, allowing sights and sounds to be as they are without investigation. Concentrating your awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air moving into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Noticing quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and without judgment or frustration, lifting your awareness up from those distractions and placing it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. So let's start by setting our motivation. So I think that the purpose of our time is to cultivate constructive, beneficial states of mind, those that allow oneself to remain connected to a sense of peace and ease, those that naturally and spontaneously give rise to beneficial actions. And we're trying to distance ourselves from states of mind that agitate and disturb our own peace and give rise to actions that cause harm to others. Engaging in this process of genuine inner transformation in order to be of greater and greater benefit to sentient beings over time. We think that's the purpose of our time. And then with that motivation, we will continue with the 11 points of cultivating bodhicitta. We began with equanimity, the foundation, and now we actually can begin the 11 points, the first of which is from a 7-point cause and effect meditation that we may be familiar with. The 11 points is a combination of the 7-point cause and effect and the equalizing and exchanging self or other meditations. This tradition of Losang, combining the two. So we begin with seeing all sentient beings as having been one's mother, one's caregiver. So the foundation of this insight is the understanding of the mind as beginningless and endless. So we think that our present mind is the result of immediately preceding conditions that occurred in the continuity of the mind. So the way in which we wake up is impacted by what was occurring in the mind as we went to sleep. And throughout our day, the ways in which the mind changes is in relation to previous moments in the continuity of mind. Today's mind, yesterday's mind, the mind of last year, last decade. It's one unbroken continuity of mental moments. Even the mind of a newborn requires the existence of a continuity. So it's impossible to find any first moment of mind and body being of separate types of continuum, physicality of the body and the energetic nature of the mind. And if mind associated with this body in the womb, and mind is beginningless, then mind associates beginningless times with forms of varying types. I think in countless rebirths, we needed a mother to exist in that rebirth. So think along this line of reasoning until you can develop some feeling of that beginningless nature of the mind and the implication of beginningless mothers and fathers. Thinking not only has my mother in this life been my mother countless times, but my father has been my mother countless times. So has my best friend. So have people who agitate and disturb my mind. My significant other, my children, have all played the role of mother countless times over beginningless past lives. Along these lines, And then think about all of the ways in which sentient beings have shown kindness in that role of the mother, kindness that is applicable to each and every sentient being. As we don't stop referring to our mother as our mother simply because that relationship is not active. If our mother has passed and we saw a photograph, we would say, "That's my mother." So the existence of that relationship, whether it's active or not, still demonstrates the kindness that was shown. So all of these kind mother sentient beings carried us within their own bodies, needing to be careful about the activities that they engaged in, the kinds of food and drink that they consumed. Undergoing the hardships, the changes in her body, in the pain of childbirth, and then feeding us from her own body, providing shelter, warmth, food, protection, at a time for many years when we were completely helpless. Our mother and father were our first teachers, helping us to become independent, self-sufficient, learning to read and write. So bring to mind examples in your own experience that demonstrate the kindness of his mother sentient beings. And when you're ready, we'll come back together. And we'll dedicate to recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation, which has generated positive energy in the mind, and think that you freely offer the fruit of your practice, that positive energy, for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking when that positive energy ripens, may it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment in order to work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled. May I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you. Sorry for the obstacles.